Apple TV Plus might not have the biggest library, but they might have the highest hit rate in the business. 5 years after a skeptical launch, the narrative has flipped. Apple is now the home of prestige TV. Today, we're counting down the 10 best Apple TV Plus series based on what fans obsess over and what the critics actually think. Let's get into it. Number 10. Blackbird.
We would like you to transfer to another prison and befriend someone to elicit a confession.
A convicted drug dealer is offered freedom if he can move to a maximum security prison and coax a confession out of a suspected serial killer. It's a binge watch in the truest sense. At only 6 episodes, it's tight and terrifying. Fans are mesmerized by the psychological chess match between Taron Egerton and Paul Walter Hauser. Because it's a true story, the tension feels unbearable. Critics hailed it as the successor to Mindhunter. They particularly praised Paul Walter Hauser's chilling performance as Larry Hall, which won him an Emmy. Reviews note that the show avoids trashy true crime tropes and focuses on the psychological toll of the investigation. Number 9. Pachinko.
내가 할아버지는 맨날 내가 날아다녔으면 좋겠다 하셨대. 이 세상이 정말로 얼마나 넓은지 보라고.
A sweeping, multi-generational saga that follows a Korean family moving to Japan throughout the 20th century. It's an emotional powerhouse. Even if you aren't familiar with the specific history of Korea and Japan, the themes of family sacrifice and the immigrant experience are universal. It's a prestige drama that feels like a classic novel brought to life. Critics have used words like masterpiece and stunning. They praise the non-linear storytelling, jumping between the 1920s and the 1980s, and how it captures the hidden history of a people. The cinematography and the iconic title sequence are frequently cited as some of the best in television history. Number 8. Silo.
We do not know why we are here. We do not know who built the silo and why we are underground.
In a ruined, toxic future, a community lives in a giant underground silo hundreds of stories deep. It's a classic mystery box. Why are they there? What's actually outside? Fans love Rebecca Ferguson as a gritty, reluctant hero who ends up uncovering a conspiracy. It's claustrophobic and tense, appealing to anyone who loved Lost or The Hunger Games. Critics called it a masterclass in world building. They praised the production design, specifically how the silo feels like a real, rusting, decaying machine. Reviews highlight that the show avoids young adult cliches, focusing instead on the sociology and politics of a closed society. Number 7. Shrinking.
Are you just gonna burn down your career and take me with you? Coin flip? Get out of here.
A grieving therapist starts telling his patients exactly what he thinks, ignoring his training and ethics. It comes from the same creative team as Ted Lasso, so it carries that same signature warmth. Fans love the chemistry between Jason Segel and Harrison Ford. Seeing Ford play a grumpy but lovable mentor is something audiences never knew they needed. Critics appreciate the comfort TV vibes, but point out that it handles grief with a surprising amount of sharp edges. They've called it a stabilized mental health comedy. It doesn't make light of therapy, but uses humor to show how difficult the healing process actually is. Number 6. Foundation.
When I was a child at the edge of the galaxy, I heard stories about a man who could forecast the future. But the story remained dark to me until many years later, until it became my story.
Based on Isaac Asimov's novels, a mathematician predicts the fall of a galactic empire and sets out to preserve human knowledge. It is arguably the most beautiful show ever made. Fans of hard sci-fi love the scale, which spans thousands of years and entire planets. The genetic dynasty, 3 clones of the same emperor at different ages, is a definitive fan favorite. Critics were initially divided because it deviates from the books, but as it progressed, they praised it as a visual feast that finally made unfilmable source material work. They particularly highlight Lee Pace's performance as Brother Day, noting his ability to play a tyrant with terrifying charisma. Number 5. Slow Horses.
Jackson Lamb, you're in charge of the rejects.
I don't like being called that.
What do you call them?
The rejects.
A group of MI5 rejects, the Slow Horses, are exiled to a dumping ground called Slough House, overseen by the slovenly Jackson Lamb. People love Gary Oldman. His portrayal of Jackson Lamb, a man who is constantly eating and insulting his staff, yet remains a brilliant spy, is iconic. Fans enjoy that these aren't James Bond spies. They are rejects who make mistakes, which makes their wins feel much more satisfying. Critics are obsessed with the writing and the biting, cynical humor. Slow Horses is consistently ranked as one of the smartest thrillers on TV because it trusts its audience to keep up with complex plots without over-explaining everything. Number 4. For All Mankind.
I believe that this nation should commit itself to landing a man on the moon and returning him safely to the Earth.
An alternate history where the Soviet Union beats the United States to the moon and the global space race never ended. This is confidence porn at its finest. Fans love seeing smart people solve impossible problems under pressure. It's an epic that shows how small changes in history ripple out to change the whole world, providing a sense of wonder that traditional history lacks. Critics often call this the best show you aren't watching. They praise the grounded world building and the show's ability to balance high-stakes lunar action with deeply personal family drama. Number 3. The Morning Show.
Good morning. I'm bringing you some sad and upsetting news. And while I don't know the details of the allegations,
She's throwing me under the bus.
Mitch Kessler, my co-host and partner of 15 years, was fired today.
A behind-the-scenes look at a morning news network following a sexual misconduct scandal. It's A-list television. People tune in for the sheer star power of Jennifer Aniston and Reese Witherspoon. Audiences love the soapy but high-stakes drama that feels like a peek behind the curtain of real networks. While initial reviews were mixed, critics eventually began to praise the show's willingness to be messy. Billy Crudup's chaotic performance as Corey Ellison is a frequent highlight, and reviewers note the show's effectiveness at exploring the gray areas of power and accountability. Number 2. Severance.
Every time you find yourself here, it's because you chose to come back.
Employees at Lumen Industries undergo a surgical procedure that divides their memories between their work and personal lives. Severance is the ultimate water cooler show. Every episode feels like a puzzle, leading to endless theories online. It resonates because it's a literal manifestation of work-life balance, exploring the horrifying cost of wanting to shut off your brain during the workday. Critics call it a visual and narrative masterpiece. The clinical, mid-century modern aesthetic is praised for creating a sense of corporate dread. Critics highlight the slow burn tension that explodes in one of the best season finales in television history. Number 1. Ted Lasso.
Oi mate, there's you.
I believe it is.
Wicked. You coaching football. You are a legend for doing something so stupid. I mean, it's mental. They're gonna murder you.
An American football coach is hired to manage a British soccer team, despite having no experience in the sport. Ted Lasso was the hug the world needed. Audiences fell in love with its relentless optimism. In an era of anti-hero dramas, Ted's kindness felt revolutionary. Watching the characters find their humanity made it a show that makes you want to be a better person. Critics hailed this as a masterclass in radical empathy. Critics point out that while the show is a comedy, it handles heavy topics like panic attacks and toxic masculinity with incredible grace. It remains one of the few sitcoms to ever sweep the Emmys so decisively. Whether you want the heart of Ted Lasso, the mystery of Severance, or the epic scale of Foundation, Apple TV Plus has something for every kind of viewer. So, which one is your favorite? Did we miss a show you love, like Bad Sisters? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.